Max on a brand new live stream on my channel. Today's live stream, I'm here. I'm not doing a YouTube live stream or anything like this. I'm not playing games or anything. Got my guitar right here, and my guitar pick is full of ash, cigarette ash. But that's fine. Anyway, in today's video, I just wanted to make a little live stream video kind of thing. It's easier if I do a live stream because then I need to post it up on YouTube when I can just do a live stream like this. Anyway, today I want to talk about your potential, right? Now, obviously, I'm not a fucking famous person. Of course, I'm not fucking rich. Of course, I'm not fucking an influencer or anything on YouTube. I'm not one of these types of people that goes around be's like, da 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 da, right? I speak from myself. I speak from what I believe. Yes, it could be fucking delusional the way how I talk, saying like, I'm gonna be God, I'm gonna be someone, I'm gonna be this. Yes, it could be delusional, it could be just completely me just being fucking insane, as fucking usual. But hey there, well that was fucking awkward, but no, seriously people, your potential, oh my god, I can't stop smiling. Okay, I'm just in a good mood today, which is very fucking rare. That's bullshit, I'm always in a good mood. Anyway, today I want to talk to you about your potential, your life, your motivation, whatever you want to do. Back when I was 16, when I first kind of started my channel, damn, it's been a long time, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you go on my old videos, damn, I'm just sitting on my bed with my striped t-shirt, just talking. That was when I was first starting to get into rolling my own cigarettes, but I had to still smoke my cigarettes. Anyway, I haven't aged one fucking bit. That's bullshit. I get too much fucking facial hair growing on. I just had a shave like yesterday. Anyway, yeah, your potential, your life. When I was 16, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I spoke with my mentor at the time. We used to go out. We used to go out. We used to go out places. We done some really cool stuff together. It was great. It was really really cool. I loved it. Anyway, your potential. You are alive, people. Like, seriously, like I hear people and I see people putting themselves down about how they feel, what they're doing and shit, like, oh, I'm not gonna do anything with my life, I'm just gonna be upset or whatever, or you don't think that you're better, you want to be better than what you actually are, you just want to be cool, you just want to enjoy life and shit. God damn, I dropped the thing. I'm trying to fix my guitar because the thing where I put my cable in, the actual thing, it's fell out and it's like I can't plug the cable in unless I screw it back on. But yeah, your potential. Don't worry about it. If you're seriously thinking to yourself and it's like, I want to learn piano, I want to play guitar, I want to do something, I want to do something that I'll enjoy, that people will enjoy. Even if it's you just sitting in a campfire, playing guitar or whatever, doing something that's like someone that's gonna clap their hands, something that's gonna be interesting, that's gonna make people smile, that's gonna make people have a good time, whether it's comedian acts, arts, anything that you want to do that you're gonna find enjoyment out of. Me personally, I find it really fucking sad, and I ain't gonna talk too much about it because it's gonna make me break down, but I find it very sad that people will literally think and literally believe that they're worth nothing, and like they don't want to do shit, like they generally feel like because people have been picked on for so long and it's like trained in their mind to where it's like I'm not someone that's like really that important. Like, y'all have got to realize that you are important. Everyone's important, everyone, obviously not fucking nasty people and shit, but people are important. You're important, everyone matters in this world, so it's like I don't want people to be upset about, oh, I don't look all that good, I'm too ugly or I'm too this or whatever, because people want to be fucking selfish and want to pick on people for that shit, Just be yourself, be you, because you can't change your fucking identity. You can't. Hey, Boba. Hey, how you doing? I hope you're having a good day. You can't change who you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're ugly, well, no one's fucking ugly, but if you think that you're ugly and like you don't matter, maybe you were bullied of it or whatever, you know, like, it's all bullshit. Like, you are good people, you know? Anyone is a good fucking person, and people don't deserve that shit, you know? And one thing that I can also say is don't get angry. Literally don't get angry. Obviously there are cases where you need to be fucking angry and shit, but like seriously people, don't get angry about the smallest of things. Like now I've lost my freaking thing to put my guitar cable in and I don't have another one, I don't have a spare. I'm not angry about it. I'll just look for it, you know? But for the time being, I'm not gonna flip out about it, you know? I'm not gonna be angry. I don't take things serious. You know, if I spill my bottle of Coca-Cola all over me, you know, and I get my whole t-shirt wet with Coca-Cola, I ain't gonna be too angry about it, you know? It's one of those things, and the more angry that you get about something, the more that you start smashing things up, like smashing your mouse, computer keyboard, or whatever, the more damage there's gonna be. You know, so my advice for anyone that gets angry easily, or oh, this happened, that happened, you know, best thing to do is just ignore it and keep going, because to me, it's not really that important if things like that happen. It's not, is it really that important that you might have dropped something, like a bottle of Coca-Cola? I can understand if it's something like really valuable, like a glass jar that's been like from the 1800s or whatever, you know, and that breaks. I can understand that. But small things, I don't think that people should get angry about it, you know? Like, I've seen people drop their vapes and stuff, you know, and it's like it smashes and it's like, you know, and they're getting a bit angry about it. Don't worry about it. Everything is all good. You are good. Everyone is all good. It's a vape. Maybe it was a sign. I don't believe in that stuff, but it just happened. It was an accident. Move on with it, you know? Obviously, if you already aren't in a good, the stoic mindset, I don't know what that means. Real talk, Boba. Yeah, real talk. I mean, honestly, can I be honest with you right here? I'm going through YouTube Shorts, and I was actually, I'm tired of it, you know? I was just going through YouTube Shorts, and it's like, did you know? And it's like, these are the things I already know. Like, it was talking about plane engines or something. I already know about that. I already know how planes take off and everything, you know? It's basically just accepting things as they are. Exactly, accepting things as they are. They happen, people. Like, things like this do happen. I hurt my leg. I've got a fucked up knee. I fucked my knee. I never fucked my knee, but I fucked my knee up, right? Because I was stupid when I was younger in school. And no, it wasn't football. It wasn't anything like that. I was very, very stupid. My kneecap, the joint of my kneecap, there's something went wrong with my knee right here. There's something wrong with it. And I'm not saying that I need to be in a wheelchair. I have been in a wheelchair before. That was pretty fun. Because I was feeling faint one time in school. The nurse wheeled me in a wheelchair. But no, seriously, I've got a bad knee. And it's like, the knee is like, imagine this and this is the kneecap, right? This is how it is, right? But what's happened is the joint has kind of went like that a little bit. So it's like it's slightly in. And it's like when I'm walking, I feel like it's my thigh that's moving and not my actual full leg, you know? And when it clicks, that's when I feel it going in, you know? But when it's out, it's like clicking it out. When my kneecap is out, it's like normal again, you know? But I was stupid because I used to jump off tables and land on my knee right straight on concrete, you know? On the floor. And it's only a thin bit of carpet, you know? And I thought I'd boom, jump off a school table and land right on my kneecaps, because I thought, oh, my kneecaps are built, you know, my kneecaps are like proper muscle, you know, they can handle that. But when I did that, my freaking thing, you got IG, tried to find me, but I couldn't. I do have Instagram, but I will make a new account, because I don't use my Instagrams. I don't use Instagram. I do have Discord. I do use my Discord. I could give you my Discord, but I just don't really fucking give them my Discord on YouTube anymore. I've had fucking people trolling me and shit on my Discord and shit like that, and being like, hey, Boba, you know, this and that, you know? I've just had people fucking trolling me, so it's like, I don't really, like, I know obviously yous aren't trolls, you know, yous are all good For fuck's sake, let us know when you make a new one. Yeah, of course, man, no problem. It happens. It's a YouTube thing. It happens. There's trolls everywhere. You know, they just want to fucking make fun of you and shit. Where's that thing? Where's that goddamn thing? I can't find it. Well, I'll find it. Where did it go? Because without that, I can't. Are you still on the weight loss grind? You know what? I kind of am, but I'm not. I kind of am, but I'm not. Like, this is me. This is me, right? This is what I look. That's my stomach. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my belly. That's my stomach. You know, I look bigger because I'm right in front of the camera. But you know, if I was in distance, you would see. You know, like I'm a little bit big, but I'm not like big. You know, it's not like I've got like big chin like that long. You know, but like I'm big, but I'm not too big. You know, but yeah, I'm considered obese. Well over obese. Like my BMI is like, if I were to take a guess, like 38, 42. You know, I'm 5'11", and I weigh like 260 pounds. So if you're 5'11" and you're like what 180 or something, you'll kind of see, you know. But I think I'm 5'11". I might be 6 foot. I'm a very small person, to be honest. I'm not actually that fucking tall. Like, I've seen people, even people that are younger than me, you know, because I'm like 19, you know. I've seen people younger than me, and they're like fucking higher than me, you know. And I'm like, how is he taller than me? What made you grow so tall? Because when I was growing, you know, when I was getting to my height and shit, you know, I'm fully grown now, but like when I was growing older and when I was getting my height starting to go up, you know, I was like, damn, I'm the tallest person there is now. Now I'm the shortest person. We getting some Johnny Cash. You hear the country in it, don't you? That's a little chord progression I made yesterday. I was just playing around with the D chord. That's like that's a very, very popular country chord. It's G. That's another country chord, and C is another country chord. Stepped off of the train, this town may look kinda strange, kinda rough on her out. Don't know what I've been through, but you better not stay. Watch your mouth, boy, don't be a fool. I need to be scared, I need to be alone. Think you own this town. So that's a song by Shooter Jennings. It's called Gunslinger, the Gunslinger. That's one of the easiest things that I've managed to do. I'm just only starting now to learn how to sing and play guitar. I'm obviously not that good, obviously, you know, I'm just kind of starting with it. Because I broke my microphone. My microphone is down there on the floor. Because I was... Man, I'm going to sound like a hypocrite when I say this, but yes, I did kind of get a bit angry, and I kind of like banged on the thing, then it never worked. I never hit it too hard, but I hit it on my unit. I was like, goddamn microphone, you know? I ended up just... It stopped working. So now I think this is my plan. This is kind of a secret of mine. My plan of what I'm gonna do with the with my microphone. I'm gonna find a place that's not populated at all, like maybe people that go dirt bike road riding or whatever. Just gonna throw my microphone in a big massive field or something, and that microphone is gonna have my fucking signature and autograph engraved into the microphone. I'm just gonna throw it in a field or something. You know, if I do become famous, I already am fucking famous. I've got 1,600 subscribers. That is the mindset I have. If I'm remembered for something, whoever finds that microphone, there you go. You got Boba's microphone. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, if I could, I'd write autographs for every single person. If I had like 600,000 YouTube subscribers, but yeah. We getting some Johnny Cash. I was wanting to play that, what's that song that he has? What's that song, people? Y'all need to help me, my memory ain't too good. What's that song that... There's a car right there, red lights flashing, blue lights going everywhere, across the field and we'll be living free. That song that I like, I can't remember the name, goddamn. What's that name? I'm a hero. That Johnny Cash song. What is that called? Help me, people. Let's see if someone can comment it before I look it up on my Spotify. What's that called, people? Help me. What's it called? Y'all might not know. Johnny Cash. Man, I love Johnny Cash. Rest in peace to Johnny Cash, honestly, man. I'm a highwayman. What's that song? Man, that's actually kind of driving me insane right now. Take a look back there. Sirens going, red lights flashing. I'm a hero. That's how I'd like to be. Man, I love Johnny Cash. What's it called? I was a highwayman. Crossed the rivers deep and wide until I reached the other side. What's that song called, man? That's messed up. How did I not know the song? That's disrespect to Johnny Cash, man. If I don't even know the song. When I've listened to it like 1,000 times. Where is it? Where's my country playlist? Waylon Jennings, Shooter Jennings. Oh man, this is all my metal stuff. Oh man, that's annoying. But yeah, people, potential in your life. Get up, do something that you enjoy, and be happy about it. There's these influencers, and yes, I am going to talk about them because I'm being forced on my YouTube to listen to them. And his name is called Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate. Y'all have probably heard about him. These people, well, these two brothers, I like Andrew Tate. I don't mind him. I never really liked him at the start. I really didn't like him. I was very anti-Andrew Tate, you know. I still am a little bit. I'm crossed between two sides here. I like him and I don't like him, if that makes sense. Do you think Andrew Tate is guilty? Do I think he's guilty? Honestly, no. I don't think he's guilty. Lol, same here. No, I don't think he's guilty at all. There's no... I mean, they say that he did, but I don't know. Like, I obviously know about. I guess I'm kind of what's it called? I'm kind of educated. I'm a dumbass though. Like I'm seriously fucking really stupid, but like I'm kinda educated on the whole of like the world. He quotes the Matrix. I don't call it a Matrix. I call it a simulation. Of course, I know that people that talk too much about, you know, companies and shit and being like, oh, you know, it's just a simulation. You know, they're fucking listening to you. You know, they're this and that, and then they're like, take your antidepressants. You know, do you? That's what I'm talking about. Do I believe that the Matrix is after him? Yes and no. I believe that people, some organizations are very upset about the shit that he's talking about. He's even admitted that he's received phone calls of his own voice sent back to him saying that, you know, just sending him messages like secret society groups and shit saying to shut up, you know, you're talking too much about the Matrix and how things are run, you know, like... I do believe in that kinda. I do think that, you know, he is upsetting a lot of people. But one thing I don't understand is that if he is he is definitely 100% media trained. What I mean by media trained is that I definitely know that he has been trained by the media to have an understanding of new technology and shit like that. Like, he can adapt to people, you know. But I don't really like how the fact that he's always talking about women, and as they call him, a misogynist, misogyny and stuff like that. I never even knew what that word meant before, the word came out and calling him a misogynist and stuff like that. He is a very intelligent man. He is a very intelligent person, but I think that he can get very angry easily. You know, Aiden Ross, which is a YouTuber that he talks to, I kind of like Aiden Ross. I don't really have a problem with him. I haven't watched him before. I never even knew Aiden Ross was a Twitch streamer or a YouTuber until he had conversations with Andrew Tate. And I think that some of the stuff that he does talk but I do think that Andrew Tate, some of the stuff he talks about, I fully 100% agree. Like, he's got a mindset where it's like he talks about something, it's like, really? I think like that too, Like, I feel like a Bond then, when he's talking about something, it's like, yeah, I 100% agree with you. But then he'll say something else where it's like, no, I completely disagree. Like when he was talking about how his father was like cheating on his mother and saying like, oh, well, that's what real men do. No, that is not what real men do. And I just think that he's very hypocritical, and doesn't really know what he's talking about, saying that, oh, video games take up too much of your time, all people do that smoke weed is that they smoke weed, eat pizza, and play video games all day. Now he's playing, um, he's a pay up kinda. What does that mean? He's like he says that, oh, people that smoke weed and play and eat pizza and play video games. Here he is playing Super Smash Bros. PSYOP. I don't know what that means. You might need to tell me the definition. Psychic operations. What does that mean? Like he's psychic or something, or? But like I said, I just think that he's hypocritical, mind control. I don't. Well, maybe, but I don't understand how he is having so many views on things, and me trying to have some form of business mind. Why would he be talking shit about things which could lose his or other people's businesses? I can't really think of one at the moment because you're just constantly spammed by Andrew Tate shorts. Every short you went through, it was just Andrew Tate rambling on about something. I don't like the advertisements, and I've kind of understood how so many people, pretty much everyone, were getting Andrew Tate all over their YouTube shorts, was because the people who joined the Hustlers University with Andrew Tate, they make videos of just Andrew Tate in interviews, and they make shorts, and they record that and they post it on YouTube. Where do you think Andrew Tate's immense boost in popularity came from? I think it was his Hustlers University. That's what I think his massive popularity came from. I think that when he opened his college university thing on like a Discord server type thing, I think that's where he really got famous, because that is where he really got famous. But he was already on celebrity TV shows where he got kicked out of a couple. I don't really know the full story on things like that, but apparently what he did, it wasn't all that nice. There was arguments and stuff. But yeah, I just kind of seen it, and it was like, well, I don't really know what to think of the whole thing because I've never met the guy. I just see little clips of him, and it's like that's all I know. I do believe that he is a good person at heart, and I find him kind of funny sometimes, but I wouldn't call him a fan. If anything, I think Andrew Tate's fans aren't very nice people because they go in public, they put a mask over their face, a clown mask or whatever. They go up to random people, they stick a microphone in someone's face and they say, "What do you think about Andrew Tate?" And they go to people who obviously 100% do. Now, I'm not judging by looks. I'm not judging by a look, by a cover right here. But I'm just being as I am. They go to people who already look like they won't like Andrew Tate. They purposely go up to random people, shove a microphone in their face, and say, "What do you think of Andrew Tate?" And their response is, I don't like him." Why? Just don't like him. Yeah, but what has he done wrong? You know, me personally, I can't even think of anything that he has done wrong, because I believe that the YouTube shorts are just going through people's minds constantly. So you're just hearing all of these opinions all over again. All of these clips of him just talking, and it's like, I don't like him. Well, name one thing that he's done. You can, because all these shorts have just wiped over your brain, and you forget all of them. Literally, I want y'all to all do something for me, right? Maybe it's just me, but I want you to all do something. Sleazy business-like demeanor, exactly. Overly alpha, exactly. I don't even think that he's alpha. I just think that he makes it look like he's alpha, you know? I don't actually believe in the stuff that he says is actually true. Like, oh, if I had a woman, this and that. I don't think that happens. I think he's just doing it to make people be like, woo, this is interesting, you know, to grab an audience for entertainment, you know. Someone says, you know, the N-word on something on YouTube. Everyone records that and posts it all over social media, because everyone is the audience is like, oh my god, did he really say that, you know? Everyone will go ahead and be like, that'll go all over YouTube, you know? So that's what I think that he's done. I think that he's came up with these wild, wacky opinions and theories to grab an audience that's going to be popular, you know? It's the same thing with everything. People falling down stairs and people finding it hilarious, you know? YouTube fails and fucking hilarious shit like that, you know? It's to grab an audience because it's something that everyone's going to enjoy, or it's going to be an audience where everyone's going to really hate for that, you know? You know what I'm saying, and I'm not a smart person. I've had people in comments before saying that, you know, you're a very smart person, and I appreciate that. That really means a lot to me. But me personally, I'm not a smart person. I'm not an intelligent person. I don't have a little piece of paper that shows all of my fucking. Why do you think you aren't smart? The reason why I don't believe that I'm smart is because the world is rigged. Uh, Real smart people are pulled away from society. Real intelligent, good-hearted people are away from society. They push them out of the way and they don't want nothing to do with them. Again, this could be what people would say as a matrix attack. I just think that there's only one word for this world, and it's rigged. Everything is rigged. Literally. YouTube is... I need to fucking watch what I'm saying, but things are rigged. The music industry is rigged. The fucking acting industry is rigged. Everything is rigged. As I said at the start of this video, if you really want to do something, if you really want to do something in your life that's gonna leave a mark, this is what I say, something that's gonna leave a mark in the ground, something about you, make a mark in the ground, make something that's you, because you want people to remember you for what you done. And no, it could be something like fucking ridiculous, you know? Like climbed a tree or something. Climbed a really tall tree or something. But do something that's like meaningful to you in a good way. You know, me personally, I'd like to be remembered. I don't want to be remembered as a famous person. I don't want to be remembered for something like that. I want to be remembered as someone that's helped someone, you know, even helped one person, you know, whether they were about to jump off a bridge, you know, and I pulled them aside and said, hey, look, man, you know, it's not necessary to do that. Life is shit. Life is unfair. I get it. You know, obviously I'd be a lot more fucking empathetic than that. But, you know, I'd like to do something where someone can say, you know, like, that was kind of him. You know, that was kind for him. You know, he helped me, you know, whether it was fucking a relationship advice or whatever. You're spot on with how I think too, exactly. And this is the thing, let me tell you all about this as well. Now this is really fucking cool. Now this is really, really fucking cool. What I'm about to tell you is something that I know. And I wouldn't call it a manipulative thing. I would just say that it's a smart thing. But then again, I don't class myself as a smart person. I've got fucking problems. I've got bad fucking mental problems. People think, oh, you got autism. I do have autism. People think if you've got a problem like autism, you're someone that sits in the corner of a room and claps their hands, And I hate that. I hate that people will look at someone and think, oh, he has autism, and instantly have a different mindset of them. Because that's happened to me many times. Like, I've said, oh, I've got autism, and then they start treating me different. They start being like, we're going to walk down the street. I mean, that's patronizing to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, not exactly that situation is happening, but that feels patronizing to me. You know what I'm saying, though? That makes me feel like I'm a lower type of person. That's generally how it feels. Where's my lighter one? But that's would it be best not to reveal it then? Well, no, not really, because I'm proud of it. I'm proud of it. I'm not overly like, oh, I've got autism. I'm not that proud of it. I'm not proud of it. It's just something that I have, so people can understand. So it's like, oh, I have autism. Like if I actually am in a fucking difficult situation where we're not really understanding each other, like I'm actually having a problem trying to work out a fucking thing. Like if I'm trying to work out a chord on guitar and like someone's trying to show me how to do it and I'm just not getting it, I'll be like, sorry, I've got autism. I have problems trying to do easy things sometimes. That's when I would mention it. But this is my channel, my kind of thing about me, not trying to be selfish, but like it's my channel, so it's like I'm very fucking open about shit. Like this is me. This is like just casual me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not here trying to be some big massive music creator. This is just me, down to earth, my spirit, my soul in this channel. Does that kind of make sense? I'm sorry, I've got autism. It's kind of hard for me to make sense. I'm only joking, people. Oh man. But yeah, if y'all understand me in my videos, if y'all kind of tag along and be like, yeah, I can understand his views. I can really understand his views. Good on you then. The last thing that you want to do is watch a YouTube channel where it's like, I don't understand what this dude's talking about. You know what I'm saying? Of course, people have different opinions. I might say something and be like, nah, I completely disagree with you. That's cool too. But I feel like if you disagree with more stuff about me than agree with me, then I think that is kind of a bit of a problem. But yeah, everything is definitely rigged. That's what I believe. But again, I could just be a madman and just fucking be stuck in his own delusions. I don't know anymore. I mean, that's my problem. Some days I just think that I'm just insane and I'm just fucking losing it with reality. Am I talking truth? Or am I just going too fucking far in my mind? I don't know. That's the thing that scares me a lot every day. Have you published any songs yet? I have. I'll play one. So this one is called I Could Live Long. And it's not like I could live long on the days of it's not like that. It's kind of a bit of a rock song. My SoundCloud account is called Mothy, but there's a lot of other SoundCloud users also called Mothy. It's Mothie. But what it is if you type in Mothy, then space EDM, which is an E, then a D, then an M, Mothy EDM, you'll find one of my songs, which is an EDM song that I was doing. They're all just demos, they're not actual real songs, they're just demos. But the one that I did was a real song. But you can listen to it. I think it's called Indie bunch of numbers or something. It's like Indie 888 or something. I need to delete some of them because they're just like too they're useless. What does Mothy mean? It's just a nickname that I came up with myself. I started getting a fascination with moths and like how they like. It was originally gonna be about hawk moths, not the song. This is just the mothy name that I came up with. It was already gonna be about moths, about my. I kind of believed that I was a moth and I reincarnated in a sense. Again, that sounds really fucking delusional, but that's literally what I thought that was gonna be like the whole story, the whole like how the name became the name, you know? It's the same with Bulba Seed, you know? Like that wasn't gonna be my YouTube name. I just thought, what can I call myself? Boba. Sure, Boba. What about the name? Seed. Let's put Seed on, you know? And the name has a backstory to it. Is it with the monster can? Is it with the monster can? Yeah, 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 it is. They're all like monster cans. They haven't done all of them. It's like me with like my pink hoodie with the sleeve. They're all like that. And it's just called Mothy. It's not gonna be my real SoundCloud account. Like I've got like 9 followers, you know. It's not gonna be sounds like Mophie, does it? I've never heard of him or her. But yeah, they're all just with the monster cans. So it's like it's a sharp. It's always sharp chords. I need to finish my cigarette. It's where'd I put my pick? So it's that's kind of how it is. Have you ever considered switching to something less harmful than cigarettes? Perhaps a vape? No. Reason being, I like old. I like old traditional things. I don't like vapes because they are highly addictive. I mean, highly addictive. I don't recommend if you smoke and if you've always smoked and you're thinking about switching to vapes, don't switch to vapes. Seriously. I had one time where I had this vape. I still have it. Cigars? Yeah, I do smoke cigars. Very rarely. On occasions I do. I got a YouTube short video of me smoking a cigar if you want to see it. I was in the Middle East, so I thought, you know what? Nice weather out here, you know, I'm gonna smoke a cigar. Very cheap cigars too. It was pretty nice. But yeah, vapes are highly addictive. People say cigarettes are addictive. If you smoke cigarettes, I tell you, you won't know what addiction is when you try a vape. Trust me. You see everyone with a vape now. You see fucking people like me just walking down the road, vaping, 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 you know? I do not like vapes. I do love the flavors, but I don't like them because they give me a headache. Cigarettes give me headaches too. Are you Irish? I am part Irish, yeah. I've got Irish ancestry. I think it's either Romanian or Israeli ancestry as well. I'm very mixed, and some Canadian ancestry too. I'm a very mixed person. I'm a gypsy. Try American Spirit Organic Cigs. They are the only ones that don't give me a headache. I have wanted to. Sinead O'Connor just pegged. Yeah, rest in peace to her, man. Rest in peace to her. I don't really listen to her music. I haven't really listened to her music. But when I heard about it, and when I heard about, the stuff that she talks about, and the mental health that she's been dealing with her, rest in peace to her. Rest in peace to her. I hope wherever she is, I hope that she's doing okay, Rest in peace to her. That's sad, man. Rest in peace, Seriously. Are you playing any video games these days? Yeah, I play some video games. I play GTA. Well, no, that's a lie. I don't play GTA anymore because I'm very upset with what Rockstar has done. Me as a customer of Rockstar Games, I would say, try and be very professional here. Me as a customer of Rockstar Games, I have been very upset about what they have done. They have removed over 200 vehicles from the in-game websites. The only way to get them is to go into Simeon's garage and see if the cars are there. 200 cars, 50 cars, I would kind of let it slide, but I'd still be a bit angry. But 200 OG vehicles, which I don't really have, that's sad. All because they want people to spend more money on the shark cards. I need to watch what I'm saying. Rockstar won't be fucking happy about me talking about how I'm not happy about the anyway. Yeah, I'm not really happy with what you've done. You know, it's just I don't know. I just think that the cars right now are just too expensive, and some of the cars were just not all that. The new cars aren't all that good. I don't agree with hate on people. You know, I don't agree with that. People can say have Connor comments about Sinead O'Connor, you know, and people can talk about, you know, oh, she's this, she's that, you know. No, she sadly passed. Rest in peace. Seriously, rest in peace to her. And there's no need for hate like that, you know. She hasn't done anything wrong. She was going through mental health problems. We all do in our lives, sometimes sooner than others. It's unfortunate, it's sad, but we learn to deal with it. I feel really bad how her son committed suicide at only 17 years old. That is just horrific, and I don't want to talk too much about it because I'll get emotional about it. But there's just no need for hate like that. You know, she went through mental health, and there's just no need for any hate like that. And yeah, people just need to be respectful, you know. And it's all because she was famous. It was all because she was famous. Now people think that it's okay to just make fun of someone, you know. I find it very disrespectful, and I think that people who have hate towards her should really think back and understand that we are humans, you know. Obviously there's sick fuckers out there, but you know, that's a different fucking story for that. But like, you know, just people that just want to be themselves, leave them alone, man. You know, there's no need for that. Lagging. It's not working well. That drum needs to be taken down a bit more. It's too... A little bit more. Perfect. Are you producing? Yes, sir, I am. Sorry about that, people. I wasn't expecting that to be like that loud. Not too loud, is it? That sounds good. I hope so. I need to take off now, but it was generally captivating to hear you share your thoughts. Please never doubt your intelligence. You have so much to offer. Thank you so much. I really, really, really appreciate that. Thank you so much. I hope you have a nice day. I hope you have a nice evening. I want you to take care, you know, and enjoy the rest of your week or whatever you're doing this weekend. And yeah, I do doubt my intelligence, but don't worry. I know that I'm smart deep inside. I just know that I'm not fucking. I just know that there's people out there that'll always doubt people, you know. So I don't know. It's a lot to explain, but yeah. Thank you. I really appreciate that. You take care. All right. So yes, I'm producing this. I've EQ'd it a little bit. Well, I haven't EQ'd it. What amp have I got for that? I do have an amp on that. Intro? Why have I got intro amp? No. No. We don't do that. We put the freaking the thing on. But yeah, people. How are you all doing today? I hope you're all having a good day. That sounds better. Nice metal amp. It's not ready for like publishing yet. I use Reaper. I make electronic music in FL Studio. I use Reaper. Yeah, I use Reaper. I did use Ableton. What's this? This better not be my voice. I'm a cringe if it is. No, it's not. That's another bit that I done. Yeah, I use Reaper. I think this has got my voice because the waveforms are pretty thing on it. Let me hear it. This is just my vocals, I think. This isn't my vocals.
It's been hard for us all, I know. I can feel my soul as we dive deeper. Let's just forget our lives, even just for a moment, and reach for the stars.
So that's my vocals. I looked into Reaper, but went with FL Studio because another producer I like used it. Yeah, there's a lot of people that use FL Studio. I don't really use FL Studio because I've already stuck with Reaper for years. So it's like they're all very similar, you know. I don't. Yeah, I don't really do it.
Walking by, I can't see
This
you,
is a start.
and I know it's not the same.
When you're stuck in the rain.
When you're stuck, and I
know it's. Yeah, the same, whatever you're used to. Exactly. There's a little punk one that I done. This one's pretty cool. I might take the volume down on this. This is gonna lag. This is one that I done. This is all my guitar and all. It's just basically a 4-chord progression, but it goes into like a rock part. Yeah, it goes into a rock part later on. So what I was originally gonna do for this, right? Because I hear a lot of YouTube shorts, even Nirvana Esquick. I don't listen to Nirvana. I've never really listened to them. I have, like, maybe if I've been in a car with someone and they've got Nirvana playing on the radio or something like that. Yeah, but no, I don't really listen to them. But this is a guitar that I done. But with the YouTube shorts, so I cut my finger playing this song, which I actually did. this bit. Because I don't think I've got the right amp for this. That sounds bad. Yeah, I knew. Perfect. Amp's working now. That's the one. Right, okay, so I did fix the amp a little bit on there. Because I just sounded well out of tune. I think this is me playing the slide. This bit here. I'll play it from the start. This is me playing the slide. That's an open D. So you definitely really get that country in it. What other ones have I got? This is an EDM one that I done. None of it is mine though. It's all just loops and stuff. I like listening to ones that I've actually done and that I've actually really done, you know, like ones that I've done from scratch, you know. What's this? Is this another loop one that I done? Oh, right, okay. This looks interesting. Let me bring the master. Master puppet. But let me bring the master down a little bit. That's not me, I didn't do that. What's this? Pop guitars, listen to this. Damn, that's a long ass loop. Holy crap. Oh, hell no. That's too EDM for me. What else? Guitars. What's this one?
Did you noise?
No. I never done that, so I won't ever use that. I only do things that I've actually done. What else have I got? That's pretty much it. I've been pretty lazy the past like week. Literally, I've been very lazy with what I've been doing. I've literally just been playing guitar. This chord progression is Iggy Pop, The Passenger. I haven't played it in a while, so that's why I'm a bit kind of about it. That's it, I'm happy with that. Have you never heard of Iggy Pop The Passenger? I'm gonna find an instrumental though. Because I won't get copyright that way, I don't think. If I just get the instrumental. I think anyway, if I got copyright straight, then so fucking be, I'll make a new channel. What is it called? Iggy Pop Passenger. Instrumental. It's one of these songs that's like everyone knows, you know what I'm saying? When you hear it, you'll know. This is it. Such a fucking badass song. passenger, and I ride right through the city light. I see the stars come out at night, and a night in an open sky. Let the world know mine. Y'all know, came out in the 70s. I'm a passenger, and I ride along. There's a TV series called The Boys. A really good TV series. I haven't managed to watch all of it, but there's a TV series called The Boys. In the first episode, at the ending, that song is played. The ending, I was smiling. If you've seen the ending, you're gonna think, Boy, you are one fucking sick-minded piece of shit. It just the music fitted so well with the ending. It's a movie, it's a TV series. None of it is real, but it's like, it was so dark and so like, have you ever watched a movie and the music just fits, and it's like you get goosebumps all the way down at the back of your spine. It's like you feel cold, like you feel like there's ghosts and demons behind you just laughing and smiling at the back of you, like you get that cold, like, holy shit, this is evil shit, like that's where music is like whap, it's like holy crap, like I'm not talking about like death metal or whatever, I'm talking about like actual, whether indie music where it's dark, so dark that it's like, it's haunting and it sounds amazing. It's like a nightmare, but like slowly coming alive and then slowly fading out. I don't know how to explain it. Especially when you learn how to play these songs. And especially if they're old songs as well. That just makes it so like, damn, Oh, I can hear his vocals in there. People play bar chords when they do that song. I haven't done bar chords with that. But yeah, it just goes so well with the ending. I don't know how to explain it. But yeah, I'm gonna tell you all about a warning about vapes. I don't recommend people doing vapes. They're far too addictive. Cigarettes are addictive in itself, yes. I've been smoking them since... First time I ever had a form of nicotine was when I was 12 years old. Kids were vaping and shit, and they were like, you want to try it? I was like, sure, it's vapes, At least it's not cigarettes, because I was scared of cigarettes back then, Cigarettes give you cancer, they do this, they do that. Vapes are fucking worse. I hit it a couple times, I was like, damn, not addictive at all. When I was 15, that's when I really started smoking a bit, Now I stopped because I wasn't addicted. Like, you can smoke cigarettes. From my experience, you can smoke cigarettes for like 2 years and not be addicted. You could have like a pack that would last you like 3 days, a week. And you wouldn't get addicted, You would enjoy smoking, but you wouldn't get addicted, But when I was 16, that's when I smoked a lot more, And then when I was 17, that was different. I wouldn't get much tobacco because you need to be 18 to get tobacco over here. So, when I would get tobacco, I would have a little bit of tobacco and I'd be able to smoke my own, like roll my own joints. Because I would smoke weed then. And I wouldn't smoke tobacco much, like I would smoke weed mainly. So, weed is obviously fucking harmful as well, but like I would smoke weed, and it's not a good thing smoking weed. Like I don't recommend anyone smoking weed. Like if you've already got mental health problems, don't fucking smoke weed. Even if you don't have a fully developed fucking brain. So that's one thing and another thing. Even if you do have perfect mental health, your brain ain't fully developed still. So it's bad. It's bad for doing that. Anyway, when I would smoke weed and shit like that, I would use a little bit of tobacco. But then when I turned 18, when I could buy my own cigarettes, that's when my fucking, I wouldn't call it addiction because I was always smoking cigarettes still. I wasn't always smoking cigarettes, but I was still smoking cigarettes. But I don't really know when I got addicted. It just happens. Like, to me, I still don't believe that I'm addicted to cigarettes, even though I do smoke cigarettes. But the thing is with me and cigarettes, I can smoke cigarettes. And when I run out of cigarettes, I won't smoke cigarettes for like 2 weeks. I can survive without cigarettes. But I know that when I can get cigarettes, I'll get cigarettes. I want cigarettes then. But if there was a way that I would no longer be able to get cigarettes, that'd be different. I would be able to stop then. But no, vapes are there's a lot more harmful things out there than cigarettes. Alcohol is a lot more fucking dangerous than cigarettes. You drink alcohol, you're gonna if you're not responsible with alcohol, you're gonna be a fool. You're gonna be a fool when you're drunk. You're gonna be out in public, most likely, fucking stumbling across the street, laughing your ass off, which I kind of see as a problem, but I kind of don't, because they're having a fun time. And if you're laughing like hell and you're drunk, it's a good time for you. But for other people, not really. But yeah, when I was smoking cigarettes, drinking, weed helped me quit cigs. Probably so many drinks in there available to get big use. So you have to know someone or do it yourself if you want clean minds to start smoking cigs again. Though. I agree with you, but one thing that I really do disagree with, and you'll probably agree with me here as well, weed is a business now. It's not the way how it used to. Obviously, I'm not from 500, 800 BC, when people would smoke weed out of opium pipes and shit back in them days, or it would grow wild all across Asia, India, Nepal, and stuff like that. But it's different now because it's more business than it is medicinal. Medicinal weed is expensive, very expensive, and it's more of a business than it is fucking helping. It's people in America and places where it's legalized and decriminalized and shit like that. Pro for them, because at least they actually get to perhaps buy a warehouse specifically for their own grow, which will be used for them, and they can actually grow it in safe environments where they can use it for their own medicinal uses or recreational uses. Pro for them. But I hate the fact that people be like, oh, I've got the strongest weed, I've got the best weed that there is, this is like the best weed ever, it's so strong. No, it shouldn't be strong. Like, literally, in America, if you go to places like Arkansas and southern states, you get weed that grows wild there. It's called feral weed. And it grows wild in America. In little abandoned fields and stuff. And it's a lot of it. But the thing is that these are strains which haven't been bred, unless someone dropped a couple of seeds in there, and you see a fucking purple weed plant pop out, then you know. But they're more hemp. They're more industrial hemp, and if you go to places like Romania, out in the mountains, it grows wild there too. But what it's used for is the Romanians I'm not being Andrew Tate here, but the woman in Romania, they actually get the hemp, the weed that grows there, and you use it for knitting and creating things, which is really cool. I mean, I think if you want to smoke weed, smoke hemp. I ain't got no problem smoking hemp. Smoke hemp all you want. Big bottle of Coca-Cola just magically fucking appears. Oh, but yeah, people, if you want to smoke weed, smoke hemp. I don't recommend weed to people because I had a shitty experience with it. That still, I can't smoke weed because of that fucking experience. I've spoken a lot about it, about what's happened. Yeah, I probably already know what's happened, but I just didn't have a good time with it. And I used to smoke weed every day. I would smoke weed in the morning, in the noon, at night, every time, you know. I would go through half an ounce in 3 days, you know. I would go through like 4 grams a day. And the thing with weed, with me, is I wouldn't get the maximum strength. There would only be a couple times where I would get the maximum strength. It wasn't strong enough for me. It wasn't really that strong when I used to smoke a lot of it. It really wasn't all that strong. Because I would be sober while I'd smoke it. Like, I'd still feel sober when I would smoke it. I would smoke myself to be sober. You know, I would literally smoke weed. And I would have a joint. And after 5 minutes, I'd be sober. You know, I'd smoke myself sober with it. The key is to have clean living soil with no chemical inputs and small batches to ensure plant health. Yeah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't grow weed unless if I was in a legal state in America where you can grow it. But no, I have no fucking interest in learning about that, to be honest. You know, because it's pointless. You know. It's like fucking learning how to fly a plane when you don't even have a flying license, nor do you have a Cessna plane or whatever, you know? But I agree with you, I understand, I get that. But what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. Yeah, I would smoke sober, you know, there was only a couple times. There was this one time where I smoked like 5, 7 joints in like the space of like less than 4 hours, and I had 2 joints, full joints, smoked them. After my 2 joints, I was so fucked. I was like too high. It was like sweating, you know. I was like, oh, you know, like headache and stuff. Like I drunk so much, like it was like hangover, like being drunk but like still high. And when I had those 2 joints, I literally had to lay down on my bed, open my window wide open, and literally stare at the stars from my window. And no, people might think, oh, that's a spiritual, nice thing to do. No, it wasn't a spiritual thing at all. It wasn't even fun. I was on my bed, and I was like, oh man, I smell too much weed. I'm greening out, you know. I'm like, oh man, you know. Anyway, I opened up my Spotify and I listened to Damian Marley, Medication, that song. Medication. You know, I started listening to that on my bed. And I was like, weed's cool, man. Weed is the medicine, you know. I was like, try to be like, you're all good, you know. You just smoke so much weed. You're fully medicated, you know. So I was just listening to that song on repeat, you know. Like Rasta music, you know, just severely fucking stoned, you know. Yeah, dirty weed makes me feel worse. I don't trust weed anymore. It's too strong. It's just not for me, you know. People would just want to smoke weed, and I mean, it's like, if you smoke weed in the morning, you're fucked for the whole day. You know, I learned that. I would smoke weed in the morning sometimes, and I'd be like, holy shit, I don't want to do anything. I'm stoned, you know, like, it would be like the same as being drunk. But no, I don't recommend smoking weed. I don't recommend smoking weed because there's better things out there. You know, be responsible with alcohol, but if you have 1 draw of weed, you're stoned already. You don't even need to smoke the whole thing. You know, you have a couple draws and you're stoned. You know, you have a couple sips of a can of beer, you're not drunk, you know. So it's like everything's concentrated with weed. and it's like you don't need a lot of it to get stoned from it. So it's like, yeah, I don't think smoking weed is a good thing. It's very bad. Although it can't kill you, it can certainly make you feel like it's killing you, and it can also make you fucking. I don't want to disturb anyone who actually really likes smoking weed and then they have a panic attack, even if they're watching this live stream and they're stoned. But I'm gonna say this right now: you can get psychosis from weed. You can get a lot of bad mental health problems with weed. I'm not just saying that to be a cunt. I'm just saying that to be 100% real. There's a lot of shit that can go wrong with weed. I've experienced it. I haven't experienced psychosis. Well, maybe I have. But I've experienced some shit on weed. And it's like, really? Like, I've already got fucking intrusive thoughts OCD as it is. But holy shit. I don't need them fucking 10 times worse, you know? To where I actually start crying and shaking on my bed and I can't even talk anymore because I'm constantly seeing pictures on my wall of death and violence and shit. I take one hit of bong and feel good for hours. And I've had moments where I felt like I'm too high. But it's kind of psychedelic and you can learn a lot from it. Exactly, I agree with you. I mean, I'm not judging you because of you, but I know that most people who smoke weed already have done psychedelics. Without a doubt. Pretty much. 60-70% of people that smoke weed do other drugs. I do think weed is a gateway drug. Definitely a gateway drug. But it must be used. You must be wary of what you're taking, you know? You can't just go ahead and be like, oh, I've done weed, you know, maybe I should try something else. No. And I will say this, my YouTube channel views and subscribers were mostly based on my Datura videos. Datura is a psychedelic drug. I believe it's a psychedelic drug because it's old, it's been used by many religions and cultures over thousands of years. I feel your opinion on weed interesting given you've done Datura. Exactly. Yes, I have done Datura a number of fucking times. Yes, I did trip from it one time. I have a hard time getting myself to try Datura. Well, from someone who has used Datura many times, my advice would sadly be no. I don't think it's a good idea. Because if you've already done mushrooms again, I'm not saying that you have, but you might have, because I'm just taking it as a general population of people who already smoke weed. You probably have done shrooms, you know, like if you drink Coca-Cola, you probably drunk fucking Sprite or fucking something like that. You've already drank fucking Red Bull. You know, kind of like that way, you know, you've already tried something, you probably tried something else. But if you've already done other things apart from weed, I don't think Datura is something that, I like LSD better. Yeah, exactly. You've done acid, MDMA or MDA. MDA is my favorite. Yeah, so you've already done things which you've experienced trips already. The Datura trip isn't all that interesting. To be honest with you, it's fucking terrifying. I never seen spiders, but let me tell you exactly what Datura is like if you smoke it. If you smoke the leaves, this is exactly what will happen. You will get slight paranoia. Not instantly, but you will get slight paranoia after. It's like, you feel like, I'll get on it, right? Alright. You smoke the Datura. You smoke a joint of Datura. No weed, maybe a little bit of tobacco, just Datura, right? You smoke it. Everything looks a little bit brighter. Just a little bit brighter. The colors and things, a little bit more enhanced, you know? It's like you get a picture of something and you enhance everything to look a bit more brighter and a bit more attractive, you know? So the grass, if you're looking at the grass is a bit more brighter. That's what I noticed. The sky looked roughly about the same, but mostly everything else looked a bit brighter. The sky was a tiny bit blue. And you feel a little bit high, but not high. You just feel a bit kind of like euphoric. You feel a bit kind of like, I feel a little good, you know? But you don't feel high. If that makes sense. Then after that, you You start looking at things, and things look like they look like they're moving a lot more. Like you feel like you're kind of bonding with nature a bit more. Like I was looking at the trees and I was looking at it waving a bit more, you know, like the branches, and I'm like, huh, that looks pretty cool, you know? And then you start thinking that the trees are looking at you because of the way how they're moving and they're in front of you, and it's like, is that signaling something to me? Is that tree trying to tell me something, you know? Are the leaves of the bushes trying to tell me something? That's the paranoia that you get from it. And then it goes away in about 20 minutes. That was my experience. If you eat it, that's different. I brewed it once as a tea, and I poured it into the scalp of my head. That's fucking true. I did that. I shouldn't have ever done that. Nothing really happened with that, but I brewed it in a tea and I poured it over my hair, on my head. I don't know what I was thinking. That was the most fucking stupidest thing that I've done with Datura, let alone even taking it. Again, I'm not trying to brag, I'm just trying to tell you my mistakes. The trip that I had when I ate it, when I did smoke it again, I hotboxed in my room by accident. I smoked a whole joint of like a gram, got really, really high. Oh my god, I got really high. I was like, I've actually got the video on YouTube. It's like old, like I'm just sitting on my bed, my hair's long too. It's like, yeah. Anyway, I smoked it out of a can, put some holes on top of the can, put some dried Datura leaves, smoked it. Had like 3 puffs, breathed it out, and I went, put it down on my unit. I said, pardon me, passed out on my bed, fell asleep. About a long minute, it felt like a long minute. It felt like 5 minutes. I opened my eyes, but I was like dreaming in a sense. I never fully opened my eyes. I never even opened my eyes, but it's like I just opened my eyes in like a dream that I was in. And I was in space, what I would call it. There was no stars. No stars at all. I was looking around, I had no body. I couldn't see my body. No hands, no nothing. But I felt my head, like I felt like eyes. I was eyes, just looking around, you know. And I was in space, and I was like, you know that hoop around Saturn? It was like that, but long. There was no hoop, it was just a straight line. And the color was red. It was like a red in the middle, long, and then light brown, dark brown on the sides, you know. And it was see-through, like the hoop of Saturn, but as like a track, as like a road, you know, like a road, like the little thing. And it would go along and it would curve up like that. And this would go on for miles. I'm talking thousands and hundreds and millions of miles down. And then on the sides, there was these massive green Datura seed pods that were like the size of the sun, but 100 times bigger, just moving up and down. And I was just looking at them and I was like, whoa, you know? And then they started getting closer, and I seen them getting bigger, but they were coming closer, and then it just gets so fast, and you just go zoom, and right into my eyes. They went into each eye, and they just went, tss, the spikes just went right into my eyes. This is a true story. And I could kind of feel my body, you know, it was like a dream, but not a dream. I could kind of feel my body. Whenever I feel them, I would go, get out my eyes, you know, get out, something, get out, you know. They went away, and then they were back where they were just moving up and down. I was like, they were back there again, you know? Same thing happened again. Bigger, went right into my eyes. Again, same thing happened. Nah, get out my way, get out my face, you know? Try and move out the way from it, but I can't because I'm just moving around, you know? It went on repeat for like 4 times or something. But it felt like 2 minutes, but it must have been, I don't know how long it was, but it was like 2 minutes. Holy shit. I woke up out my bed. I got up and I was like, what the fuck was that? What did I just experience? What was that? You know? I never thought back on it for a little while, for a long time. I never thought back about it. I just thought it was some wild fucking crazy dream, you know? Because I think I was on antidepressants at the time. But I stopped taking them less than 5 days because they were giving me horrible dreams about me being a kid in a little park and this dark clown just staring at me all the time. So I got like fucking like serial killer vibes when I had those dreams. That's why I had to take. That's why I had to stop taking the antidepressants, because they were fucking me up bad. You know, the dreams were like evil and dark, like fucking. Oh no, man, they were horrible. Anyway, I thought back on it. I was like, was that a trip? Was that a trip that I experienced? I asked some people who'd done psychedelics, and they said that was definitely a trip. You know. And now I'm like, wow. So me personally, I won't ever take anything like that again, even if it's shrooms, LSD. I won't take any of that because I've already experienced what I've needed to experience. I've experienced the trip. I don't want to experience anything else. I know what a trip is. And it's fucking terrifying. When I think back, I done Datura. You know, I took Datura. I took one of the most deadliest, poisonous, scariest drugs that no one will ever take. And I haven't even done any fucking drugs apart from weed and gasoline. You know? So it's like, no. I'm good, you know? So it scares me knowing that I've taken it before. That's the thing that scares me the most. You know? Thank you, I appreciate that. But no, the dream didn't scare me. That trip didn't scare me. I found it pretty cool. But the fact that I experienced something like that freaks me out. Because I've understood how powerful the fucking brain is. I've understood that that's your brain, you know? That's like the fucking... You don't want to go too far into your mind, you know? Like, I've heard stories, I've heard people just losing their shit completely. I lost my shit one time on weed. And I smoked Datura that night one too. And I lost my shit. That was the most terrifying fucking thing I've ever experienced. I broke down in tears. I couldn't even physically speak when I had that bad weed trip. Trippyland is something else. The thing is that we're going to get more information about Triplands. We are definitely going to get more information because there's a lot more people out who are actually taking trips and drugs, you know? I believe that trips are just a very ancient spirit realm thing, and I don't think... I find it very sick. No offense to anyone that really does shrooms, but I think that it's sick that people take shrooms and drugs to hallucinate when there's people out there living with schizophrenia and shit like that who have to witness hallucinations for the rest of their lives, and people are out here just tripping for fun, you know. That's what hurts me. That's what I see sometimes. But that's just my opinion. I think if it can really help people microdose on them, you know. But I think that sometimes when people say, "Oh, that was a bad trip, man," you know, "Oh, that was so good, man," you know, I just feel like it's a bit disrespectful sometimes. You know, but I do definitely believe that there is a spirit realm. And it's a scary thing to know. I think people should start learning about the spirit realm rather their own fucking life, to be honest. Because the spirit realm is nothing like life. I think if you've done shrooms, if you've done trips and you've had trips, learn a bit more about the spirit realm. Learn about what you're getting into. Don't mess around with spirits. Be cool. Be respectful. You're all respectful on my channel anyway, so I don't need to mention that. But be cool and just understand things a little. It's a different type of hallucination, but you're right. Chirping is kind of dark when you break it down. It is. It is. And I think it's going to get darker when they legalize shrooms, because I'm worried that they're going to alter them and they're going to make them more stronger. I could be wrong, but it's not a prediction, but it's just something that could happen. I think in the next 1,000 years, maybe even less, I think that when Datura is fully known, I think that they are going to sell Datura as a drug that people can trip off in an altered, breeded way where it won't kill them and it won't affect their memory. I think that they're going to find a way for people to take Datura like shrooms, but it won't kill you. I think that's what's going to happen. They're going to breed Datura to where you can take it like shrooms and trip out on it at a high trip from it, but it ain't going to kill you. I think that's what's going to happen. They're going to alter it where it doesn't kill you, but it's going to make you trip with a small amount. That's what I think. But yeah, people, stop asking. I'm not saying this to you. I'm not meaning this to you, because you've been very respectful. You're a very respectful person, and I really respect you sitting here watching me and talking with me. I really respect you, you know. I like you all. I guess I could say I love everyone on my channel who's very respectful of me. But that might seem a bit fucking weird. But yeah, everyone on my channel, I really respect you all. You show me respect once, and I'll make sure that I will respect you for as long as you're on my channel for. You know? Someone gives me respect, I'll look after them. You know? I'll remember people for that, you know? You don't show me any respect first, don't fucking care about you, ever. Show me respect once, that's it. I'll care about you forever. You gotta show me respect first, and I will do more fucking respect than you would ever do, you know? That's just how I see it. I like to see people kind from heart first. Obviously, when I see someone try to get past, I'll be like, let me go, you know, you can go first or whatever, you know? But when it comes to things like that, when it comes to things like people for asking for something or whatever, you know? But yeah, that's my opinion. That's it. And I want to say this to everyone who's even watching this, even you. What's your name? You don't mind me saying your name on my YouTube, do you? You don't mind that, do you? No? Yeah? I guess that's a form of respect as me. Like, I don't go on YouTube and I don't ask for subscribers. I don't call out people on my channel. You know, I don't say names on my channel, you know? Your name on YouTube, the one that starts with an A. Like I don't ask for subscribers or likes or anything. I just let people, if they like my content, they like my content, you know? I'm not out here, please subscribe, don't forget to like, I hate that. I hate that, you know? I want people that actually like my videos to subscribe, you know? Or like. Yeah, that's cool. You cool with that? Alright, cool. Artricula. Alright, cool. I'm pretty sure I've seen you on my channel before. I recognize your name. Yeah, so I was gonna say this. If you are busy, I think my battery's gonna go. I'm on 8%. I'll turn the brightness down a bit. That's what's fucking killing the thing. If you're busy right now, anyone that watches my videos, if you're busy, like if you've got something to do, if you're at work or you're studying college or whatever, university or whatever you're doing, and you need to do something today, don't worry if you miss my live streams. I'm not saying don't watch my fucking YouTube channel. If you like my YouTube channel, of course. But what I'm saying is that if you generally have things to do, don't let me be your distraction. I would hate for someone to have to do something, you know, like go out and get something or go to the store or something, or having to do something, and then Boba Seed live, you know, and then it's like, oh, you know, I need to do this, but I need to watch, I want to watch my favorite YouTuber or whatever, you know, or my little YouTube friend or something like that, you know, because I see everyone on my channel as being my friend, you know, like, we're all friends here, you know what I'm saying, like, we're all cool, you know. I see my YouTube live stream as being like, you're tapped in. What does tapped mean? See, I'm not all that smart after all. What is tapped in? Taped? Are you psychic, lol? I'm a gypsy after all, I don't know. We used to do readings back in the day. Well, before I was here on this planet. I'm delaying something to hear and watch. Well, you call me out. Well, I don't know if I'm psychic. I know how the mind works though, a little bit. But yeah, that's what I'm saying, people. If you generally have something to do, something important, don't let me be your distraction. Unless you actually really want to watch a live stream, because I don't want to put anyone in a situation like that. My family are gypsies, travelers, Irish, you know, stuff like that. Trailers, palm readings, tea leaf readings, real gypsy. Stories as well, a lot of stories. Old photographs from the 1940s, things that they did. I don't like talking about it, because even if I do have that shit, it can, you know what I mean, like, the magic and shit, you know. With that being said, I better get going. Well, I'm sorry if I freaked you out. I didn't mean that. And trust me, I'm not psychic. At least I don't think so. But yeah. I hope I never freaked you out or anything. If I did, I'm very I'm very sorry about that. Now I'm actually interested in all that. Good. I like UFOs and ghosts, you know. I like learning about ghosts. I love ghosts and aliens and stuff like that, and stories. That's one thing I love, is just listening to fucking experiences that people have had. It's fascinating, you know. Ghosts and stuff. I've never seen a ghost, well, I think I have maybe once or twice. It's usually when you're young when you see things like that, you know. If you don't mind, I mean, if you've got time, I can tell you a quick little story of someone. Not a story of mine, but a story from a man on YouTube. He told the story, and it's fucking gave me chills when I heard it. If you're ever in the live stream or something, and if you need to go, next time if you're in my live stream or something, which would me maybe in the next few days, I don't know, don't quote me on that, but next time I do live stream, or if you see me pop up on the YouTube live thing, I can tell you the story then or something. I'm smoking a cig, I've got time. Hell yeah, buddy. So, the story's called The Man in the Blue Suit. Back in the 60s, the early 60s, there was a man, well, a boy, he must have been about 5, 6 years old, something like that, very young, you know. And he was in his house, you know, and his great-grandfather died. And this was back in the 60s. You know, and his great-grandfather died, so he must be in his 80s if he was his great-grandfather, if not longer, you know. And when he died, you know, everyone came in, and back then, you know, they would have the funerals inside, you know. They would have it in the living room. They would have the coffin and the body in the living room, and that's the way how I think things should still be, rather than in a funeral home, you know, full of everyone else, you know, for visitation and stuff, for people to come around, you know. Oh, sure gonna miss him, you know. Anyway, he was outside, he was playing outside, you know, just playing around, you know, out in the grass. And a man came up to him wearing a blue suit, a beautiful, fucking lovely blue suit with a gold striped tie. And he was an old man, very thin, you know, must be about 70 something. Came up to him and he was like, "Young man?" He got up and he said, "Yes." He says, "My hat flew under the house. Would you mind getting it for me?" And little kid, you know, he was clean, you know, I had some nice clothes on and stuff, but he felt bad for him because his hat flew under the house. And it was gone in the house somewhere. And he said, "Yes, yeah, sure, sir. I'll get your hat for you." He went under the house, got the guy's hat, gave him the hat, and said, "Here you go, sir." He gave him the hat. He said, "Thank you, young man." And he gave him like $1, you know, like back then it was like metal currency, you know, it wasn't like notes and stuff. He gave it. And it was a very old one, so it was like ones that aren't used today, back in America. And he was like, wow, like obviously a young kid like that, that's like a lot of money. And he's like playing with it, he's just having fun. He's just fascinated by like, wow, I got something this rare or whatever. His father came and said, where do you get that money from? Oh, an old man said he lost his hat under the house. I said I'd go get it for him. Oh no, you ain't taking no one's money. His father took him out and says, right, where's this man? What do you look like? Where was he? Well, he was just outside. Him and his father went out looking for him. Couldn't find him at all. Went everywhere in the whole town and everything. Couldn't find him. Anyway, he got back home and his grandmother said, well, what did he look like? Said, oh, well, he was wearing a blue suit, gold striped tie, real thin. And she just put her hands over her mouth like shocked, like, Anyway, she was like, I. And she went away. But 10 minutes later, she came back with a phone book. And she says, come here, Yes, Mom, Grandma, She flipping the pages and stuff. He flipped the page. He said, do you see this man? He was like, yeah. Man, Grandma. That was the man that gave me the $1. She took his hand and says, that's old Mr. Jones. I want you to keep that. No, that's old Mr. Jones. He has been dead for 10 years and he was buried with that blue suit. I want you to keep that $1. That was the story of the man in the blue suit. When I heard that story, even telling that story, I've got goosebumps right now. That is... That's not even creepy. That's just fucking beautiful, I have a theory on... Thank you for letting me share that story. I have a theory on ghosts, and it also applies to aliens as well. Let's hear it. I don't want to waste any more of your time, so I'm sorry. My phone's about to die anyway, so... It all connects to the spirit realm, in my opinion. Exactly, it does. It definitely does. It 100% all connects to the spirit realm. But that story, man, just something about it was just beautiful, but fucking terrifying, This is where I'm gonna get emotional. We are spirits, We are beings, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. We are spirits. We are all connected, And when we all, as I say, when we get to the end of the road, we pass, sadly pass and die, that's when I believe that we know everything. Again, there could be nothing when we die, but there's just been too many near-death experience stories that people claim that DMT releases out the brain when we die. That used to scare me, because we just trip, then we die, then we cease to exist and we're nothing. But when I learned more about psychedelics, I realized that DMT is the spirit molecule. DMT, I would never touch fucking DMT, but DMT is the spirit molecule, and I won't ever touch it, because I'm living in this realm. I'm not a spirit yet to be able to be messing with that. I don't really want to, as much as I'd love to, I really, really want to fucking connect with spirits and talk with spirits. As respectively, no. I don't want to talk with spirits on a psychedelic. Then I would feel like an alien. Like, what's this clown doing here? You ain't dead, I smoke Changa, which is DMT and herb. Yeah, I've heard of Changa. And it feels like home, but also kind of scary and confusing. Yes, I do agree with the home. Listen to some near-death experience stories. If you've got friends who are in their 50s or 60s, ask them. People who have taken acid, just ask them. Seriously, ask them and they'll tell you stories. It's better asking people who are maybe in their 20s, yes, but people who have had experiences with shit and have lived long lives. Unless they're fucking Karens and shit, then don't avoid them, but... If you know people in their 20s and 30s who know pretty much everything about fucking psychedelics. I've got a good friend that I met on YouTube. he had a near-death experience and he was mad pissed when the doctors revived him. He was really pissed off. And he's a good friend of mine. We don't talk very often, but he had a near-death experience because he sadly tried to commit suicide. And he the doctors revived him, and he's just very pissed off with the fact that, you know, they brought him back. He told me the story, you know. And yeah, and he's like 20, 24 or something, you know. But definitely talk to older people who have had experiences. 100%. And they'll tell you friends of friends who have had experiences and whatnot. Did he go somewhere when he died? He did. He went. He met something. He doesn't know what it was, either that or I can't remember. I'll ask him again next time I see him on next time I message him or something, and we call or something. But have you ever had the feeling of like deeply morally wrong? Like, sorry people, my phone's gonna die real quick, but I'm gonna say this real quick before my phone dies. You ever been caught and you feel like really fucking morally like bad, like 100 times worse, like guilty, you know, like maybe you fucking stole something or something from a store or whatever, you fucking, I don't know, something crazy like that, you know, something where you feel like you've done something really fucking guilty and fucking wrong. Anyway, he felt like that, but he felt guilty and fucking wrong for trying to commit suicide. And he was like, shame on you, you tried to kill yourself, shame on you. And he said it hurt so much, but he was so at peace after it. But he said the time was different. There is no time there, you know? But it all makes sense after, you know? It all makes sense when you're there. But he felt so guilty, like he felt like someone pointed at him and said, you done wrong, you know? You done wrong. Now, I don't believe in Jesus. I don't believe in any religion. But I believe in the spirit realm, 100%. I believe in morals, you know? I definitely believe in morals. But people, if you're ever thinking about fucking suicide, talk to me, man. Come on my YouTube. Just send me a fucking a word of something and talk to me, man, about it. You don't need to be like, hold on, thinking about committing suicide because it's public. Just send me a fucking word, a sign of something that you're going through. Just a word, and then fucking I'll talk to you and shit, you know. But yeah. Anyway, people, it's been really, really, really nice talking to you all. Or to I can't say your name, I'm sorry. But it's been really nice talking with you. Really nice talking with you. I hope we've had a really good conversation here. It's just been pretty much me and you for like the past 30 minutes, which has been great. Yeah, have a great evening, and I hope that you get done what you were trying to do when I distracted you. But yeah, peace and love, and you take care, and you have an awesome day, alright? And you take care. Take it easy, don't let shit bother you, and remember Boba Seeds here and shit, to fucking make y'all laugh and fucking come out with my wacky stories and shit. But yeah, peace, people. You take care. Thanks for the likes.